Alright, Metalheads, this is DJ REM, and you're tuned in to Crushed Beyond Dust only on Metal Devastation Radio. And I have the guys from the Black Moriah on the line. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Awesome.
Great.
Let's start with, if you could introduce yourselves and your spots in the band and anybody that's not with us tonight.
Well, this is Zawicizuz. Go ahead.
This is Zawicizuz. Lead guitar and back in Vox.
And this is the Matt Aram. I play drums. Also do lead vocals now. So I'm no longer taking the battery job. That's going on to Azul, who's actually with Superjoint and the Illegals. So he's actually drumming for us now. So I'm mainly doing vocals and doing lyrics and
still telling
writing
the
and
fool
stuff
how
like
to play
that.
the parts.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what's going on.
All right. So what is going on with the band right now? What are you guys up to these days?
Ooh, getting ready to do some recording finally. We've been playing a ton of shows, and we're working on a 4-song EP and our second full-length album shortly thereafter, so getting some new tracks ready to unleash upon the world.
Nice. Do you guys have like an ETA on the release of those?
As soon as humanly possible.
Yeah. it'll be
an EP.
Yeah, EP will be soon, in a couple months hopefully, once we'll have some announcements the first of the year with some new management and some the EP timeline and stuff like that, and the full length. So we'll release the title for that, and then and also the full length album. So it'll be here soon enough. We'll have both those releases, and the EP will possibly be a split. So, but with another project that I can't really name right this second, but it'll be announced. So we got a lot of things working next year. Just got off the show December 15th with Scour, and they played awesome in Fort Worth. So that's a pretty big show.
Yeah,
it went very well.
That's super cool.
It was cool seeing those guys rip it up on stage.
Definitely.
Was Phil pretty cool to play with?
Oh yeah, great guy.
Very good, very good. So with this EP and this album you guys are working on, I guess, what studio are you guys using for recording and all that?
We're kind of going independent on that one. Self-made studios, if you will.
All right, very cool. Well, the tracks that I have, did you guys do all that work yourself as well?
We did. We had a friend help engineer on it, but we did at our recording studio, at our rehearsal studio, and then a lot at my home studio. We took care of everything but the drums at my place.
Yeah, so Wooden Horse Studios, and then we'll be doing while he's rebuilding that studio and kind of changing locations and moving to a different place, we'll get that studio back up again. But for this release of the EP and the full length, we'll be doing it at a different studio, but it's going to be pretty much recorded by us. We kind of like the control of that right now, and we got the gear and a guy who's a good engineer, so I think it's going to be
Yeah, we've been happy with what we've heard so far.
Yeah, nice. So people are going to have to be ready for a heavy, violent record. It's going to be good.
Well, we like heavy and we like violent, so perfect.
Indeed.
We'll take it. Because, well, I mean, man, the tracks you sent me, they sound amazing, so great job, first of all, doing that, but just, the heaviness and the hardcoreness, it's, Metalhead's dream right there, so I'm sure that the new stuff coming out will be just as amazing, so.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty intense.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
So for you guys, for this, I guess the whole writing process and creating the tracks, I guess, how does that all come to be for you guys?
Well, the Matt Arab and I have been the founding members. We've had a lot of people come and go over the years, and session players and things like that, but we basically kind of get together on concepts and kind of formulate ideas. I come up with a lot of the music, and he comes up with a lot of the lyrics and imagery, so it's just kind of a collaboration between the two of us, and whatever musicians we have at the time that kind of spurred us along. And the new drummer now is kind of amplifying the intensity for sure. So.
Okay, very good, very good. So let's talk about the band. I guess as far as it goes for how long you guys have been around. How long has this band been together?
What is it? Was it 2009?
I think.
9, yeah. When we first started, when I met up with Jeff, and then I was kind of letting the Bleed the Sun project, which was my first project, that kind of was not doing too much, so decided to put that to rest and move on, and then spoke to Zawicizuz about doing another project. We wanted to do something, different, thrashy, different than kind of both the projects we were in, and he was in Absu at the time, getting done touring with them and doing, playing guitar and helping them release their comeback album and doing all that and getting off tour. And he was done with that, so we decided to put together T.B.M. and then, and then start from there. And he had some material already written, and so we kind of went from there. And it took a year or so to write the album, maybe a little bit longer, and then get the right musicians for the release, and then ended up releasing it, doing a lot of shows, and then and I was playing drums at the time. We had a different vocalist. Vocals are still, I write most of the lyrics and the placement and all that, so it's still very much the same on the new record. But we just wanted to. The record's going to be a little bit, like I said, more intense. It's going to be, more progressive, more just a better overall, recording record and performance. So it's going to be a good record. But yeah, we've had those shows, and then we kind of went through a little bit of a lineup change, and it's always been me and Zawicizuz doing most of the band stuff, writing, and we decided to, get some different musicians, and had a hard time finding a lead singer that we wanted to do what we needed to do, and I decided to take that spot since I write the lyrics and all the placement anyway, so it just fit, and my tone, I think, it fits, kind of what we're doing, so it amplifies that, so, and I ended up teaming up with Azul from Superjoint and Illegals, and he had free time to help us out and tour with us, so now, and we also have a new bass player and different second guitarist, so we have all great guys in the band now, great musicians, so we're able to just keep on pushing and play a lot more shows, and we're going to be doing that. We're going to be touring this summer. We'll announce that pretty soon. It's going to be a summer tour with 2 other bands. That tour is going to be entitled the Snakes and Vultures Tour, but I'll announce that on the Southern Casket Productions page for the summer tour, but we'll be doing more shows, a lot more shows before then.
All right, cool. Where are you guys located out of?
Dallas Fort Worth.
All right.
Spread across the Metroplex.
Yeah. All in Texas. Yeah.
All right, well, if you guys make it over to Michigan, make sure you let me know, okay?
We will. We'll be doing the East Coast. We're doing West Coast for the summer tour, but we're hoping to do something on the East Coast pretty soon, and we'll see what happens. Like I was saying, after the first year with management, and then trying to get a lot of shows in before our drummer's got to go and do some Superjoint and Illegals release touring. So, but we'll still be playing live heavy.
Okay, very cool, very cool.
Are you over by Detroit?
Yeah, I'm Southwest Michigan, so like Grand Rapids area, Kalamazoo.
Nice.
Detroit's
we'll get out there definitely.
Yeah, Detroit's like a couple hours.
East Coast definitely.
Chicago's a couple hours. Grand Rapids is an hour. Grand Rapids has some really cool venues, like the Orbit Room, for example. That's really sweet.
Cool. Got a lot of metal shows on?
Oh, the Grand Rapids has metal shows all the time. Over in Battle Creek at the Music Factory. It's all metal, pretty much all metal shows at that venue, which is probably my favorite venue. Orbit Room's good. Orbit Room's really big. I saw Lamb of God there this past spring. So there's a lot of cool venues around. Over in Flint, Michigan, there's the Machine Shop. That's all metal.
Nice.
So there's definitely a lot of options.
I've been on tours, but I never got to play anywhere in Michigan. So it's definitely a spot we need to get to.
Yeah, I would agree. last year over in Battle Creek, they did Michigan Metal Fest. First year, it was crazy huge. Devil Driver was the headliner for the show. So
Nice.
So lots of good things in metal happening in Michigan. It's good to see, for sure.
Right on.
So, how'd you guys come up with the name of the band? Where's the Black Moriah come from?
Well, it was a struggle to come up with something that fit the project, but did a lot of research. And the Black Moriah is actually a wagon hearse that was used in Tombstone, Arizona. Took all the inhabitants of Boot Hill to their final resting place. So it's an actual hearse you can see in the museum. It's in the Birdcage Museum there in Tombstone, Arizona.
Okay, very good.
So pretty much, very first hearse.
Can't get a whole lot more metal than talking about a hearse, with putting that in the name of the band. That's right. So, back when you guys were, growing up and got into music, I guess, first kind of what got you into metal and what kind of influences did you guys have, to kind of go this direction with your music?
King Diamond, for sure.
The King.
I think I was about 11 or 12 and falling asleep to the radio and just finding stations, and I tuned in they were playing Them just came out, and that intro started. Oh man, I was hooked. 11 or 12 years old, that scared the crap out of me. And then his vocals kicked in. Yeah, that has been a lifelong favorite for me, for sure.
I mean, I listen to everything too, but Black Sabbath is probably one of my top band. But I listen to everything growing up. But Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, Beatles, everything. But heavy side, Black Sabbath, Slayer. Motorhead, get into Motorhead, listening to Kreator and old Sepultura, Death,
yes.
Some of those old albums, great. Those are timeless. Those things the influences of that is just great. Current influences, I think, of T.B.M. You got Motorhead, you got Slayer, and you got
Art Noir.
Art Noir, definitely,
Venom.
Old and Venom.
Yeah, for sure.
So those
We're
are
old
our
school.
current was. Yeah.
Most of us at Metal Devastation Radio are old school too, so we get it. A lot of I was playing a bunch of old school Overkill by request earlier. So.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
No. We actually played with those guys in Dallas. Yeah, with Overkill Nile, that tour we played.
Not too long
We played
ago.
direct support. So that was a while ago, but yeah, we played that show at Trees. It was a good show.
Badass.
It's good to see those classic bands still freaking tearing it up live.
Oh, no doubt. I mentioned I saw Lamb of God, and on the tour with them was Anthrax, and holy crap, Holy shit, can those guys still shred? They're freaking amazing. I wasn't sure what to expect, and after the show I was like, yeah, they still got it. It was super cool.
Nice.
Yep, a lot of these older musicians now are understanding that the beating they put on their bodies and the addictions and stuff like that are kind of gone. So now it's like some of them are in their prime actually, because they're not doing that stuff anymore. So they're just their music's better than it was.
Right. Well, yeah, because they're focusing all their energy on the actual music now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Not standing up.
Yeah.
I have to stand for this show? Come on. Hey now, Axl did that stint with with AC/DC and with his broken foot or whatever, and sat in that big chair.
Yeah, that's you do what you got to do for that.
Right?
For sure.
No doubt. Okay, time for a shameless plug. Where is a good place for people to find out more about the band? What websites? What social networking? Where should people go?
TheBlackMoriah.com. It's as simple as that. I mean, you can go to Facebook as well. Facebook/Black Moriah. Got our first albums on Bandcamp. We're on iTunes, Spotify,
Reverb Nation.
Yeah, all the sites. But if you go to theblackmoriah.com, we got links on there for your, whatever players you guys use out there.
Awesome. And then they can find merchandise through there as well.
Got some new T-shirts up there too, so check them out.
Nice. You guys have anything on vinyl?
We do. We have
Yep.
the first album. That's on Gatefold. It's available on Flagga Records in Europe, and Hell's Headbangers might have some over in the States. We have it on our website as well, so you can get it directly from us.
Cool. Okay, I have a question from the chat. Grace, she's one of the DJs at the station. Her DJ name is DJ Thunderous. And
Thunderous, nice.
I know. Yep, no doubt. She wants to know if you could pick any band to play with, who would it be?
I mean, I'd say Slayer, but I've seen the opening acts get booed off the stage, so that's a little dangerous.
Yeah, mine's gonna be. I would say it's gonna be Satyricon. That's just me.
Satyricon would be cool.
Oh,
I mean,
I
if we
love
could
those guys.
have anything, then I want Death with Chuck back on stage. So how about that?
Yeah. Original Sepultura, but yeah, or Black Sabbath, total Black Sabbath, but yeah.
That'd be good.
Currently, I'd love to. I mean, any of the Black Widow bands. Hopefully, we'll be able to tour with some bigger bands now after January. So hopefully, some stuff will start happening that. But yeah, Satyricon would be awesome. But they don't do a lot of United States touring. They just released their album, which is pretty badass, and they're doing a lot of shows in Europe. Hopefully, they'll be coming over here. But they'd be a cool band. I've definitely been listening to them forever.
Yeah, no doubt. They're one of my favorite bands. I just love those guys. So
yeah, great songwriting, great. They keep on progressing. Those guys are great performance, great presence, everything.
yeah, I love Black Crow on a Tombstone. That song that can turn my day around. That song's so good.
Can't beat Nemesis Divina.
No.
Hell yeah.
So we kind of talked about like what your influences are/were. So let's see if it's any different from like what you're listening to right now. So if I looked at your playlist, what bands would I find you listening to today?
Oh man, it's a wide smear for sure. You go from Lauren Green to Art Noir to Marty Robbins. To Sodge Dog from Norway, a really cool band. I don't know, man. The list is long. A lot of classical music as well. Some Schnittke or Prokofiev.
Mine's probably listen to Death Human and listen to a lot of Norwegian black metal. New Satyricon, old Gehenna from Norway. Hades Almighty, and then I'll listen to listen to Danzig and Motorhead, and listen to some old Judas Priest lately.
Oh yeah, gotta have the Priest in there.
Yep, cannot disagree with that. Just played some Priest on my last show. Gotta do that. So I have another question from the chat. This is another one of those. If you could, or when you do, where would you want to tour? Where in the world?
Europe.
Europe would be great. South America, Asia, for sure, and New Zealand, just so I can get my favorite beer, Steinlager.
Nice.
It's too hard to find over here.
Got to have priorities, right?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Torn playing some of those Hellfest and
Yes.
Walking and all those would be awesome to play that. So yeah, doing European tour would be awesome.
Yeah, I think that Whackin' Fest would be freaking amazing. I want to go to that, just as a fan. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, so thinking back to live shows you guys have done, what's like one of the craziest things that's ever happened at a show? And it doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Crazy.
I don't know about crazy. I mean, it's a couple funny things, drummer trying to, got a new drummer or newer drummer, and it's, they look at you for, you do a lot of signals or stuff on stage, when you're going to different parts sometimes of songs, and it's like just sitting there laughing because there's so much fog on the stage. It's just you can't even see each other. So it's just kind of funny to stand up on stage just laughing at that. But other than crazy things, I don't know, mic stands falling, trying to fix mic stands. Played the show before, trees and my tom fell on the ground, and picked it up. So that was a good time. But other than that, other than the crazy things, I don't know. We really haven't had too many shenanigans on stage go on.
Okay, let me rephrase the question a little bit. What's your most memorable moment from a tour, I guess?
For me, playing the first House Girl Horror Fest.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That Phil put together was good in Austin. There was about 400 people there, probably at the Dirty Dog, and that's when I was still playing drums at the time. That was a great show. It was executed well.
Was it Halloween?
Yeah.
The night before Halloween. So zombie makeup done, all bleeding and dead. That was a good one.
So yeah, we just kind of got into the effect of the holiday. It was kind of cool. It was good to everybody get their badges there. So make some new fans there that day. It was good to be able to play that. And for me also would be the first show that I wasn't playing drums and I was singing, and that we opened up for Venom Incorporated. So, and Necrophagia, I believe, and that was a good show. So that was probably the last show was a really good show. So
yeah, the Scour gig was definitely going to stand out for a while. Everything went right, and there was no problems, and there was a good crowd. So it's always a pleasurable to be able to get through a set without any fires to put out.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, for me it's different. Singing vocals now, I don't have to worry about it as much because I'm not playing drums, but so I feel like I have it easy. But yeah, definitely the Venom Incorporated show and this last show. But we got a lot more shows that we'll be playing, so it's going to get. I'm sure I'll have another favorite pretty soon, but for now, that's what mine is.
Okay, cool. So, obviously, you both kind of have your set stage names that you guys go by. Is there any meaning or cool story behind those? How you pick those? I've been using mine when I was in Bleed the Sun. It's Black Moriah project, kind of mixed between like Black Sabbath, Metallica, Kreator, and it's primitive kind of black metal, U.S. black metal, and I've been using that name since then, since she's 98 or something, and very into Lovecraft and the occult, and it kind of embodies that, so, and, bring that into the music, and I read a lot of books on that, and also, the Western aspect of it, some old spaghetti westerns and stuff like that, but, the matter was more of a Lovecraftian theme, and Necronomicon and dealing with all that.
Well, my name came.
That's mine. So Zawicizuz got his from.
Actually, Proscriptor of Absu kind of dawned me with that when I was working on his solo projects back in the day. Couldn't just go with a normal street name, so got him to work that out for me, and been running with that since early 2000 probably, something like that. So kind of a bastardization of my name.
Nice. All right. Oh wait, I got another question from the chat. Grace also wants to know who attracts the most groupies in the band.
I better not tell anyone about mine because my wife's listening.
No. I don't know, it's probably the drummer because he knows so many damn people.
Right. The new guitar player he's gonna sweep them up for us.
There you
go. Next tour, so he'll have the duties.
You know what? Somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to take one for the team. All right. Is there anything else about the band that we haven't talked about you want to make sure people know about? Probably wouldn't hurt to remind people when the new stuff approximately is going to come out as well.
Yeah, just if you find us on Facebook, because that's where a lot of the updates will be coming. So theblackmoriah.com or Facebook/The Black Moriah. We'll be posting about the new material soon. That and new live dates, as soon as they come out, we'll be posting that stuff. But yeah, we got some new material coming real soon. It's been a while. People have been patiently waiting, but it's time.
It's gonna be worth it. So the wait's gonna be worth it. It's just been taking a little while to finish a full length album and an EP. So it's and we also have, like I said, the Facebook, the website. We also have Southern Casket Productions on Facebook, and we also have the Stereo Agency online and also on Facebook. So you can check that for updates, bookings, and live shows and tours and things of that nature up there, besides the website.
All right. So tell us a little bit more about Southern Caskets. What is that?
Southern Casket Productions is underneath the Stereo Agency, and it's more of recording. We did some recording with it, so we released our first album. It's just we did recording with it, engineering, and then we kind of do, right now it's just based on booking. I help other bands book tours, book show dates. I book all of the Black Moriah's stuff currently. So, but I'll book for other bands too as well. Always trying to bring, other bands with us or other bands from overseas or things like that. Bands I like personally, bands I want to come over here tour. I'll try to get to come over here. So there's going to be some more tours with some bands probably that haven't been over here yet, and so we'll see how that works out. And Stereo Agency, it's booking, and it's all kind of that all wrapped into one. Transportation for booking, logistics, website, band branding, and stuff like that. So we also do a lot of that as well, besides just the band. So there's that aspect of it as well.
Nice. Now, I don't know if you've been to I guess you have because you were tuned in, but on the Metal Devastation Radio website, you can, a couple things. You can create a band page, so if you haven't done that, I would highly recommend you do that.
Okay.
You could also create a page, for the production company as well to help push and promote. Because we get a ton of bands on the website, and what a better place to promote your stuff than to a bunch of metalheads.
Yeah.
So
that's what we're looking for.
So I would definitely recommend that you do that. You can do a free account. You can do a very cheap account. They'll actually allow you to, gives you storage space and such on the website. So there's a lot of options for bands through the website. And just, I mentioned the accounts, the paid accounts. The paid accounts that we have set up, it's to support the station and keep it running, because these license fees that they charge us a hell of a lot of money, and the more listeners we get, the more we have to pay. And unfortunately, my experience has been very little of that money actually goes to the bands. But if you don't pay them those fees, then they get you shut down as a station. So the man putting his finger on us. So,
yep.
But the point is to keep the station running so we can keep promoting bands like you guys. Anyways.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
And there was a couple, we wanted to talk about those other bands real quick as well, right?
Yeah, well, as well as also the drummer and Felds on Legals and Superjoint, and Legals are going to be going on tour pretty soon. So let me see if he's over here, and I can get him to yell at us real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Listening to exciting radio of him changing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him yell something at you guys.
I'm lying in bed. My throat is fucked. What's going on?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear your throat is fucked, but we want.
It just hit me today. I coughed up a fetus like 30 minutes ago.
Oh man!
Merry Xmas to you.
Yeah.
So word on the street is you got a couple other bands we need to plug. So go for it.
Yeah, man. I guess if you don't know already, my name is Blue, and I play for the Illegals and Superjoint and Submetroton and Ganga. Done stints with Hank 3, War Beast was my bread and butter for a little while.
R.I.P.
So, yeah, R.I.P. But who knows? We'll see what happens, man. Bruce is kicking ass, so hopefully we can come back one day and at least, do something, support a record. But I jam with everybody, man, and now the Black Moriah.
You're a busy man.
It's pretty cool, but I don't know about that guy Jeff. He's a real douche.
So
no, it's great, man. It's awesome being able to go out and play with those other bands and come back and jam with the homies and try to make something happen, man. Good, wholesome, honest black metal.
Wholesome indeed.
Wholesome.
Yep, definitely.
Definitely.
So with these other bands that you're in, where is a good place for people to find out more about them, to check them out?
For anything in there, I mean, pretty much all my other bands are with Philip Anselmo, so you can go to thehousecorerecords.com for anything and everything that's related to Superjoy, Illegals, and Ganga. Philip has another project he's about to release called N Minor. It's sort of a really weird folk, acoustic, like, it's crazy, man. He's got all kinds of stuff going on, but for everything, that's thehousecorerecords.com.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for hopping on to tell us more about. So how long have you been in this business? How long have you been drumming?
I turned 27 this year, and I've been touring since I graduated high school, since like 17. So I've been in a band since I was 13. Been playing in bars since I was 13 years old. Got on my first tour when I was about 17. So I graduated that summer, went on tour with War Beast, and so I've been hitting it hard, man, for the past 10 years.
That's badass. Badass.
You know, highs, lows.
Right.
I mean, I'm a little high right now, but I could be higher.
So
no, it's been great, man. It's just it's a ride. It's completely surreal, you know, being able to work with Philip, you know, I mean, he's one of the greatest in fucking history, man. So
agreed.
Everything's I mean, as non-metal as it sounds, it's all a blessing, man. It's all good. I'm thankful that all the dudes I get to jam with are cool as fuck and they're excellent teachers. Like I said, I just really don't know about that guy Jeff.
So for you growing up, I guess, what kind of influences did you have? I'm guessing Pantera was probably one of them.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, man. So, I actually lived like maybe 10, 15 minutes from the original Joe's Garage, so all the time we drive by it, and, you know, anybody that I was just like, dude, that's where it used to happen.
Right.
You know, growing up, I had the Pantera home videos and everything, so once I was old enough to get into metal, once I got into Pantera, it was a staple, but then I got into Suffocation and Cannibal Corpse, and, you know, pretty much your Slayer and all your greats, all your standards, and that was it. But once I started playing music in a band, I stopped buying records. I would listen to music with people, but everything went to music, to drums. I mean, I haven't bought a CD in I think the last time I bought a CD was several years ago when I tried out for Superjoy and I ordered their first record off Amazon or some shit. So I bought a CD to the band that I'm playing in just so I could learn the material.
Hey, obviously it worked, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got the gig. In case you guys were wondering, I got the job.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, man, the greats, just the standard, I say standard, but I mean, pretty much the bands that I'm talking about are like they were the pioneers of everything, so that's basically what it stood. I mean, you know, I still branch out, you know, we play and tour so much that, you know, you meet all kinds of new bands and, you know, you find out little different things here and there that you like. Like, I used to never be a punk rock fan, I used to never really be into black metal, and now I just really can't get enough of the shit, just because there's different groove, it's different, you know what I mean? Being where I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, man, like, if you think of Pantera style riffs, it's very, very linear. I mean, Pantera pretty much fucking nailed it. and everybody else is trying to copy that around here. So just to separate yourself from that, man, and try to add in a little bit of influence, but not too much. And not, we're ripping everybody off, bro. We're an equal opportunity ripper offers.
So how did you hook up with these guys in the beginning then?
I've known Jamil and Jeff probably, like 7, 8 years almost? Like a long time. Almost pretty much everybody I know in the scene I met as soon as I got into the scene when I was younger. I mean, like
hanging out at the rail.
Yeah, hanging out at the rail. No, well, even before that, the first couple times I saw you guys was in Dallas. That was like the first couple times I played in Dallas. I think I want to say Ridgeland Theater. I don't know. I can't remember. But, I mean, it's just, I've known Jamil for years, and then I started posting up that I was looking for session work, just something to, kill my time when I'm inside, when I'm not inside, when I'm not outside the house, when I'm not on tour, just to be creative, to keep my chops up and stuff. So it just, Jamil was like, bro, whatever I got to do to get you to jam. And these dudes just been taking care of me and making it real easy to fucking come in and jam. I mean, everybody's absolutely professional, and it makes for an easy working environment, man. We're all fucking pros. We get in there, we jam, we get our shit done, and, on to conquer.
Yes. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks for hopping in. I appreciate it very much. Look forward to...
What was your name, man? I didn't even get your name.
Yeah, Spencer.
Spencer?
Yep.
Right on. Everybody calls me Blue.
Blue. Well, everybody around here calls me DJ Rem from Metal Devastation Radio. So.
DJ Rum?
DJ Rum sounds
DJ
good, though. I could
Rem.
use some rum right now.
Rum ham. I'm watching It's Always Sunny. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Good show.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Good luck to you and everything you do, man. I appreciate it. And keep doing what you do and spreading the gospel of wholesome, hateful black metal.
That's what we do. We spread the whole gospel of metal, no genre excluded. It doesn't matter.
Nice. Yeah, no.
Spread the metal love.
Every genre deserves to get shit on.
Yep.
Yeah. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're fucked. So.
That's right. You got to.
No, I love it. It's the Black Moriah. It's a cool band. We're serious and we're intense, but it's fun. The bottom line is like that's the reason why I got into intense, fast music. It's like why are you so? My mom was like, why are you so hateful? It's like it's not about hate. It's fucking fun.
Right.
There's something fun about running 1,000 miles an hour, standing in one place, and seeing everybody else move. That's what kept me in music. So that's all I want to do, man. I want to go fast and jam with good people and leave a mark.
Right. That's right. Exactly. I tell you, I get it though. I'm not a musician, but I remember that first time in 7th grade when somebody introduced me to Megadeth. And then when somebody introduced me to Pantera, and I remember I mentioned this earlier in my interview earlier tonight. I'd have that Vulgar Display of Power album just cranked, and my dad would come into my room and be like, "Shut this stuff off," because I'd have it so loud.
Yeah. It's the best, dude.
Yep.
I've always my parents and my family have always been really supportive. I've been playing, like I had a full band like as soon as like when I was 13 years old, so been a bunch of kids, but everybody actually had instruments, and it was on, dude. I was able to jam in my room every fucking day. My neighbor was a cop. My cop was a neighbor, and he was fucking awesome. He was extremely supportive, let us jam all the fucking time, dude. So this is it. The universe provided. It gave me that fucking wavelength to ride to be able to do this. So I just want to be able to do a good job for everybody that I jam with, and make sure everybody sounds fucking asshole tight.
Well, all the Black Moriah tunes are asshole tight, so it's badass stuff.
You're welcome, Jeff.
You guys
Watch the
are
video, son.
you guys are awesome.
If you haven't sent Spencer the links, Spencer, you need to check out the links of this last show that we did. They're very, very good. Jamil's stage moves, I mean, are fucking awesome.
Yes, send me the links, please. Please.
Yeah, you remember Prince, R.I.P.
Right on.
Yeah.
Or the
Prince,
symbol.
Prince, not the Prince, Prince, the man formerly known as Prince, the guy that died.
Yeah, that dude.
He died of drugs. That's intense. But that's Jamil. Jamil is the black metal Prince.
Well, you have to send me the link so I can see. And I'll
hear a little. Oh!
I'll follow up and give you my own take on it and see if we agree.
Yeah. Fucking Black Moriah, Purple Rain coming at you.
Black Rain. Come on, what's wrong?
The Black Rain. Well, Spencer, I'm going to get off here, man. I'm going to give it back over to Jamil. Thanks for talking to me, man. And like I said, good luck to you. And thank you for everything that you do and talking with these bands and supporting metal, man.
Yeah,
it's much appreciated. And
thanks for the support.
Where are you at?
I'm in Michigan.
Michigan.
Give me your address. I'm just kidding. Well, hopefully we see you soon, man, and we jam and we meet up with you here down the road.
You know what? I'll give you my address, and you guys can just pull up in a tour bus at my house, and and we'll go party. I'm good with that.
An address, I will send you an autographed picture of Jamil and some stickers. Like, it's my signature, but it'll be Jamil's photo. I don't know you that well yet, so I don't want to send you a picture of me.
That's awesome. All right, take care, man.
Guys. I'm full of shit. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later. All right.
That guy.
No, I'm glad we got him in there. That was a good way to end the interview for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Okay, well, I want to thank you guys for taking time to do the interview tonight. Much appreciated. I know the listeners that are tuned in and in their chat have been loving it. Before I let you go, I'd just like to ask if you can do a quick radio tag for us.
Got it.
So, whoever wants to say it, your name, or the band name, and you're tuned in to Metal Devastation Radio.
You got this?
No, we'll let you get it.
Hey, y'all, this is Zawicizuz. You're tuned into Metal Devastation Radio.
That'll work.
Turn up till your ears bleed.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Okay, so just so you know, I am ending the show with the Black Moriah, so the next 3 tracks will be, I got Casket Prospects, Summer of the Diabolical Holocaust, I love that name, and
That's our Dark Throne cover.
Watch My Town Burn, that's pretty badass,
There you go. Turn it up real loud.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good night.
Hey, easy.
Yep, bye. All right, metalheads. That was the Black Moriah, and let's get to it. Casket Prospects. Oh, Casket Prospects. Apparently I can't talk. Crank it.